looks like it's been abandoned for years.
What do you think? Should we go in or no?
Welcome, my dear listeners. Stay with me to get the spoilers first and subscribe to the channel. Let's find out what's going to happen on The Young and the Restless. Sienna's secret, Jack's target, and the new Young and the Restless storm. There are weeks on The Young and the Restless when it seems like every story is rushing toward a crash. The Matt Clark arc on the show is one of those stories right now. Matt is back, dangerous, and still drawing people to him. Sienna is stuck between survival and loyalty, and Jack Abbott keeps getting caught up in other people's problems. Soap Central confirmed that Roger Howard will return as Matt Clark, and many spoilers have made it clear that the character has a secret and it is not who he says he is. That alone shows that the show doesn't want a simple return. It is getting ready for a bigger reveal. The online version of the story that says Sienna breaks in and shoots Jack to save Matt while threatening Diane to keep quiet is not something I could confirm in the current news. But it's clear why the rumor has spread so quickly. The show has already made Sienna seem like someone who is stuck in Matt's dangerous orbit. In early coverage from January, Matt was shown keeping Sienna captive while trying to move her to a new place with Annie's help. In that same preview, Sienna fought back hard enough to draw blood. This is the kind of detail that makes a later rumor about she snapped seem true even if the details aren't confirmed. That history is important because Sienna is not being portrayed as a passive bystander. She has already been set up as someone who can fight, resist, and live through a very bad situation. The April spoilers still focus on the same main trait, Matt's manipulation of people around him and the bigger problems that keep spreading out from that original trait. According to spoilers for April 13 to 17, Matt Clark is back to attacking Nick. Later recaps show Sharon going Vegas and the trap closing in on him. Sienna's part is that bigger mess is still important because she's been in danger from the start. Jack, on the other hand, keeps getting pulled into the mess because Victor is always at the center of a Genoa City disaster. On March 5, Soap Hop said that Billy told Kyle that Victor had kidnapped Jack, making Jack Victor's prisoner again. Soap Dirt said that Jack woke up groggy on Victor's yacht after being dragged by Victor's thugs. That means Jack is really in danger in the real spoilers. Even though the Sienna shoots him version isn't confirmed, he is already the target of a kidnapping, already being used as a bargaining chip, and already in the middle of another power struggle between Newman and Abbott. That makes it the perfect setting for a shooting rumor to spread. Jack is weak, Victor is cruel, and everyone around him has a reason to lie, get back at him, or hide their tracks. Reports from Soap Hub and Soap Dirt show a world where secret identities, kidnappings, and false assumptions are already common. When the show is this full of lies, it only takes one more twist for people to picture a bullet, a break-in, or a rescue that goes wrong. The rumor might not be true, but the setting definitely backs it up. Another reason the story seems so explosive is because of Diane. Recent spoilers show that Diane and Jack are still at odds emotionally. For example, April 6 spoilers say that Diane wouldn't accept Jack's apology, and April 17 spoilers say that Victor helped Diane give Jack a test of his own medicine. That means Jack is in danger not only from bad guys and kidnappers, but also from the woman who knows exactly how to hurt him with the truth. If Sienna were to protect Matt while threatening Diane, that would fit with how everyone is using each other's worst memories as weapons right now. That's why a meta version of the story works so well. Sienna doesn't have to be a classic villain to be dangerous. She just needs to be trapped. But the previews from early January, Matt was already in charge of her, and later spoiler talk hinted that Sienna and Noah were planning to run away. When a character goes through that kind of pressure cooker, the audience automatically wonders what she would do if she thought that killing, silencing, or threatening someone was the only way out. The show hasn't confirmed that twist yet, but it has definitely set things up for viewers to be scared of it. You can really see the pressure is how Matt's story keeps changing. According to Soap Central's April 13 recap, Matt told Nick about his evil plans while Nick was having a nightmare. The larger spoiler cycle says that Matt is still trying to drive Nick into the ground. That is to say, Matt is not just a villain from the past who is back for the sake of nostalgia. He is an active, destabilizing force whose every move has consequences. Sienna is in the area where the blast will happen. Jack is in the area where the blast will happen. That blast radius includes Diane. Anyone who gets too close to the truth is also. The January preview, we said that Matt was threatening Sienna and hiding her in a new place. And the March social media spoiler, which said that Jack was fighting pretty well Sienna plotted against Matt, are the strongest pieces of evidence that Sienna may still be important. That makes it seem like a character is trying to stay alive on one other side of dangerous triangle while making moves against the other. If she later shows up near Jack, the audience will know right away that something is wrong because the show has already made them think of Sienna as both a victim and a wild card. The same goes for Jack's relationship with Victor. The kidnapping report from Soap Hub makes it clear that Victor has already used Jack as a bargaining chip. Later spoilers show that Victor and Nikki's attempts to get back together become tense because of Jack and Victor's latest moves. When Victor is in the mood to use Jack as a bargaining chip, nothing about the situation feels safe. That is why a rumor about Sienna, Agan, and Diane's silence can spread so quickly. The canvas has already been set up for hostage logic, pressure tactics, and ugly secrets. If the show were to go in the direction that the rumor says it will, it would have a huge effect on people's feelings. Not only would Jack be hurt, but he would also be betrayed by someone else who was hurt by Matt. Diane would be stuck between feeling guilty and being scared. Victor would probably take advantage of the chaos, and Sienna, whether she was forced to do it or choose to do it, would become the kind of character that people remember for a long time. But that's still a guess about what will happen, not a confirmed spoiler. The real reporting shows a darker, more complicated truth. Sienna is stuck in Matt's orbit. Jack is already in danger, and Diane is still one of the few people who can make the consequences hurt. That's why the rumor spread so quickly, even though it hasn't been confirmed. It uses the real emotional structure of the story: a scared woman, a dangerous man, a hostess who becomes a bargaining chip, and a family that is already under a lot of stress. This is the most accurate and strongest reading of the spoilers. Sienna has not definitely shot Jack, but the show has created a world where something that extreme would not feel out of place for even a second. The spoilers are doing their job by making the audience worry. The answer is the headline is not as it says. I couldn't confirm that Sienna breaks in and shoots Jack, or that she saves Matt and threatens Diane in the way the rumor says. I could confirm that Sienna is very connected to Matt's dangerous past and present, that Jack is already being used as a pawn in Victor's plan, and that Diane is still ready to make Jack's life even harder. In terms of the young and the restless, that's more than enough to keep the story interesting.